bit listless at work, maybe even a little bored? Well, you're not alone. I'm Brian Scott in North Texas, and coming up, we look at the problem of so-called bore-out in the workplace and why experts worry it may cost us all big.
You know, we often hear about people getting burnt out at work, but experts now say that the new growing issue may be workers getting bored out of the office.
Yeah, it's being called bore out, which is the problem of being underworked and under motivated.
Brian Scott shows us why the issue has many saying that something's gotta change.
Well, that term bore out was actually coined about 20 years ago when Swiss business leaders named it the hidden workplace epidemic. But nearly 2 decades later, it's a lot less hidden, and experts worry it's going to cost us all a lot more.
It's
building better businesses, like this one in Richardson,
you can see their years of service,
is Sherry Yellen's business, a calling she takes as responsibility in her consulting work.
So we build leaders and equip them to build their teams, which ultimately, in the end, creates a healthy workplace.
But one of the big issues she's noticed compromising the health of a lot of workplaces.
Bore out.
Yeah, a similar problem to office burnout, but folks aren't worked to the breaking point with this one. Sherry says it's actually, in a way, the opposite.
It's exhaustion from not doing what matters.
People feeling their job lacks purpose, they're not being challenged, or they're even feeling underworked altogether. A recent study in the American Journal of Preventative Medicine found bore out likely costs companies $5 million per 1,000 or so employees. And a recent workplace add-on could compound that.
AI can do that really well.
Yep, AI. Professor Kathy Scott's dug in deep on that tech in the workplace from the University of North Texas, Dallas. And she sees a lot of, especially office jobs, using AI to automate tasks right now and take things off of workers' plates. The research from the London School of Economics found it's freeing up an average of 7.5 hours per week for workers. Hours, Scott says, are then just kind of going unfilled for many.
And sometimes we're taking away tasks that people really liked, things that people really felt like they were making an impact, and now they feel like they're just kind of a reviewer, and they're not as engaged.
But before that bore out leads to job loss,
there's this disconnect of communication.
Sherry says changes need to be made, and she thinks it's not an AI problem, remote work, or even bore out itself, but a leadership issue that's been there for a while. She says we've got modern workers in modern workplaces who can't just be handled like cogs in a machine.
Helping people see how what they're doing is connecting to where the organization is going. So you've got to let your people grow.
Until you can get that, she says we've all got to be our own leaders, our own advocates for a better work life.
Life is not the Price is Right.
In Richardson,
don't sit in the audience and wait to be called on down.
Brian Scott, Spectrum News.